Hi, everyone. This is Michelle Grimolia, the President and CEO here at Woodland Pond. And this is my weekly address for a Tuesday on Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022. First and foremost, I'd like to wish everyone a wonderful, happy, and healthy Thanksgiving. Obviously, we're approaching Thanksgiving holiday in a couple of days, and it's my hope and desire that all of you have the opportunity to share your Thanksgiving with whomever means the most to you. And maybe they're not local, but maybe you can find some real enjoyment here in our dining room, maybe with a local friend. But whatever it is, I hope that this is a time of reflection. But in all of that's come back to us this year, more than anything, I hope that it is really a time to be grateful and to give thanks for us having come through some really challenging times over the last couple of years, and that I hope that it's a time that everyone can find some feeling of thanks. And I wish you all a very, very happy Thanksgiving. With that, I would anticipate that a number of us will be out of the office for the next couple of days as we go into the holiday. I know that I'm off for the remainder of the week and we'll be back Monday. I know a number of people are in the same boat. We will have, fully staffed dining services, housekeeping. We will have maintenance staff here. Concierge will be open. Of course, all of the health center will be fully staffed. So no worries there, but you will see some of the offices and so forth closed for a good part of the rest of the week. And then we will be back on Monday. So of course, you can always get in touch with me on email, and concierge or reception can always get in touch with me and really any of us if you have an actual emergency and you need us for anything. Otherwise, we will see you when we get back next Monday. On Thanksgiving, our main dining room reservations are, for the most part, filled up with the exception of the 4 p.m. seating. So if you are a resident that is still hoping to dine in our dining room, we do have space at our 4 p.m. seating. If you could please contact Ruth today and make those reservations, that would be great. And then we can make sure that we're able to serve everyone that's wanting to have a Thanksgiving meal here at Woodland Pond. With Thanksgiving, we do fully expect, for better or for worse, probably for worse, but we think that it will be okay, an uptick in COVID cases, an uptick in common colds, an uptick in flu potentially, although we don't have any known or suspected cases of any of those, with the exception of a couple of cases of COVID in this skilled nursing, which we've mentioned over the last few days. But we're going to be around people. There's going to be hugging and kissing and camaraderie and dining with folks at a tight table. There's a good chance that that we will see an uptick in COVID cases and other communicable illnesses. I would just encourage you all not to become too fearful. Even the cases that we've seen of COVID even in the health center of late, they've been a nuisance. They haven't been pleasant, but they have certainly not been severe. And certainly I think we can attribute a great deal of that to the fact that the vast majority of the residents have had every booster available. So just pay attention to your signs and symptoms. Good hand washing, wear a mask if you're more comfortable. Just, follow your body and follow your instincts, but please try not to let the fear of COVID, impact your holiday. Certainly there's no restrictions on holidays as issued by the New York State Department of Health or the CDC or anything at this point. So it's really just sort of back to pre-COVID times in terms of keeping yourself healthy from any communicable illness, and then just watching your signs and symptoms. So if you have any concerns about any illnesses after Thanksgiving or at any point in time, of course, reach out to any nurse here on campus and we can help you. Just a couple more things really, and then we're good for today. I'm still looking for residents to sign up to help with our handbook refresh, renew, and editing process, which will begin in earnest in January, but which I would like to start doing some introductory meetings and so forth on in December. So if you're interested in helping us to review and potentially edit the existing policies in the resident handbook, please do sign up with Concierge. And the final thing relates to silver carts. So as you know, and as I mentioned at my management Q&A last week, we are trialing a new system today. It actually started yesterday about tracking silver carts. So I purchased an Apple Tag and placed it on one of the silver carts. and I'm able to track it on my phone to find out where it is and how long it's been places. So we will see how this goes. I will also be asking Crystal, my assistant, to do a full cart inventory over the next week or so that we can really assess how many carts we have. We know how many we've purchased over the last couple of years, but there's some suspicion that some of them may have been broken and been discarded, and we don't know about it. But if you do have a silver cart anywhere on campus, please return those to the cart room located next to the hostess station. We are going to be returning to using that space, which is the cart room, as the home base for all of the carts. So we will be getting this messaging out to you. So if you need to borrow a cart, you will find it in the cart room. If you do borrow a cart, it needs to go back to the cart room. And we will keep our eye on the tracker and the cart situation, and we will be back in touch next week. So not having anything else, if you need anything from me for the rest of the day, I will be in my office. Otherwise, I will see you next Monday. Happy Thanksgiving.